May I ask a question on a different subject just for a second? You know, the work going on at South Common and Sullivan. Can you talk about just briefly about why you decided to go ahead with that rather than wait for your friends at Columbia Gas? And how will it work? Will you, in essence, send them a bill?
Yeah, so I know that it's a popular myth out there that spending government money is easy and oftentimes done like we know at a whim. It's actually very difficult to spend government money in order to spend $1 today. We spend like 90 days bidding and going through a process that's very open and apparent and transparent. And I know that every eye was going to be on this process. So in December, we started the process of going out to bid on who would take and do the work at the South Common and the basketball courts at Sullivan Park. On top of which I knew if I didn't start back then, we wouldn't have it at all this summer. And we've made plans for people to get the use of what they usually use for the students at the racquetball, at the tennis courts and the basketball courts, but also the softball leagues. There is already a contingency plan for their use other places. But if I can get this done faster, the sooner they can get back on there, the sooner we can get some more shit. So that's why we started back then. I had no idea that we would still be lagging in a settlement with Columbia Gas as far as the municipalities are. So I did not foresee that. But we, through the recommendation of the Mass General Court, the governor's office, we are able to deficit spend in these accounts that have to do with the gas crisis. So we're spending it, we're using our reserve money for it, but in the end, it's something that Columbia Gas ends up paying for. But I will tell you, the other part of it is the backstop to that. Let's say if it takes a year and a half. I don't foresee it taking a year and a half. The backstop of it is that the state does have a $10 million fund set aside for the 3 communities for stuff just like this.
Is the idea, though, that the city is moving forward because Columbia Gas is not? Is that another question?
No, I felt like if we didn't move forward, it didn't matter. We were going to be behind the 8 ball, so it wasn't because they're not. Again, I did not foresee this taking this long. I'm surprised at Columbia Gas. I'm not really sure what else is more important and nice horse at Columbia Gas right now to not get this moving. We are close, I would say. I don't be 100% disingenuous on this, but we are close. We should have been done a month ago.
So you went ahead because you want people to have the enjoyment of the commons and everything else, given how ripped up they were by all the trailers and everything else.
So, yeah, 100%. We spent, and I say we, but it was the state, we got a state grant to redo that park, the South Common. And then it was done. Then we had the gas explosion, tore it all up. So we got to go back. And then because we had that, we had a phase 2 to it that the city was going to invest in and doing a basketball court with a roof, putting new lighting down there with some more state dollars. So we were already into a phase 2 of this. Now we have to park phase 2. And so in order to get phase 2 back up and running, we have to get phase 1 done back again up to the standards. So we knew back in December if we didn't get it started. Frankly, we're going to go out to bid with the streets and the sidewalks as well. Because we know what that total amount is going to be. So we're going to go out to bid for that. I'm assuming that we're going to have a deal before we award that bid, but we also can't be waiting around. We can't lose one construction season to Columbia Gas's bureaucracy.
Wait, are you talking about the curb-to-curb replacement?
Yeah, we're going out to bid for that as well.
You're going right out to bid for that?
Yeah, because it takes time. You can't just spend city money. Like, you got to go through a bidding process that's thorough, and when everybody opens that book and says, did they spend that money right? You want them to say, yeah, they worked at the city. Now, Columbia Gas would love to have done the work themselves, but we don't trust them. So we are doing it the way we do all the government work, and it's go through a bidding process. We take the best and the most cost-effective. It's not always the least bid. It's always the most cost-effective that does the job we need to do. And we're going to move on it because we can't lose the construction season because the bureaucracy wants us to.
Because they have said that they haven't said, but they're like, we'll see, curb to curb, we paved all the potholes. And I'm paraphrasing here with the jazz hands, but I mean, Joe, I forget Joe's last name, the CEO of Nice Horse specifically said, Hammerlock, I think his name. Yes.
Specifically said they're committed to the curb to curb.
Okay.
They made it in writing, they definitely told